So I'm going to do a quick video on how to take apart the katana. So the first thing you'll need are 2 different screwdrivers and a 3mm hex key. So those are the main ones, and if anything else comes up that I forgot about, I'll add it in as we're going. So the first step that I always do is unplug everything from the back except for the larger port here. So unplug the power from the printer. I also unplug the main power on the katana base and the USB, so that gets in the way. So now that you got all that stuff unplugged, you can start to take off these parts right here and right here and right here. And on the other side as well, there and there and there. Take off those ones. I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Oh, actually, your machine, just remember, your machine may actually have 1 or 2 more right there and there. I keep these out on mine, and I can't remember if they're Phillips head or if they're hex as well. So just make sure you move those 2 also. Okay, now that I got those out, this power plug is actually still being supported by it as well. So you'll need the smaller screwdriver, and you'll want to just kind of loosen those up. You can do this first if you want. Make sure that this piece doesn't fall in and hit any of the components inside. And then this little part here just kind of slides off. It's a little tricky sometimes to get, but it just slides off, and now this just kind of falls in there. Now this piece is loose. It is plugged in inside. I just leave it. And kind of set it off to the side. And just kind of leave it plugged in. You could unplug it if you wanted to. I just find it easier to not unplug that. So next we're going to take out these. These are the long side pieces that go along the side rail. In the front there's a small tiny little Phillips head screw. All you have to do is loosen that just a little bit. So I'm going to go up front and just loosen that. It's slotted up front, so you don't have to take it out. Best thing you can do with any of your screws as you're going is keep track of what goes to what. So I'm going to actually take this here. I'm going to set these here. Set them on there. I just tape them right to it, so this way I don't get pieces confused. So we took off this back piece here, 2 screws that were there. Power plug had to come out, tiny little Phillips head off of that. And the side pieces, there were 2 screws here, 2 screws there, both the 3mm hex, and those 2 small Phillips heads up front that loosened it. They were just slid in. You can actually see, just as a recap, it just slides right into that little notch right there in the front. So that's all you're dealing with. Next, you've got a screw that's in here. That's just for this tiny little piece, and a screw here, and a little tiny little black screw. Just take that one out right there. And there's that one. This piece just comes right off. The waistline's attached to it. I just leave it attached and just kind of slide it out of the way, maybe down. And I still do the same thing. Take a little piece of tape, tape it on the inside. And then now we're going to take out that one there. Now this piece, since that piece is off and that screw is up, this piece just slides right off. It's on a track. There's a lip here and there's a track here. So it slides off and maybe up a little bit. Tape that inside there so I don't lose it. This little piece here, it kind of unclips from the bottom. Unclips from the bottom. Shouldn't have to force it, and then slides up from the top. Yet again, there's a track here, see if I can get it, and then clips in the bottom. So those are the tracks that are on the top for both of those pieces. So now it's going to be the same thing on the other side, so I'll go over there. I'm not sure what I'm going to be able to get because it's a little bit of a tight space there. And then now, same thing. I'm going to take out this piece right here. Phillips head screwdriver. And that piece just comes right out. Same about this screw up here. Hang on to it. This piece just slides right out and then up. Same thing. It's going to be hard to see, but it'll be the same thing as the other side. My ink bags are a little bit in the way here. We're just going to unclip it from the top, or from the bottom, excuse me, and then slide it up and just get it out of the way. Just going to leave it attached and slide it down to leave the ink tubes going right through it like that. No big deal. So we're going to do these two screws here, and that holds this on. You may have one up top here in the center. I don't know if mine was in there from the beginning, but you may have one right there. And the same thing on the other side. Just a screw there, and a screw there, and we're going to take those two out. Now this piece is free. There are clips on it on the bottom. Loosen it up. I'm just gonna kind of unclip it there from the bottom. And now the last piece is these ribbon cables do have to come out. They do say on them CN1 and CN2, CN1 on top, CN2 on the bottom. And then inside here, you can't, there's just no way I could get on video. On the other side of the plug, the black plug, it does say CN1 and CN2 inside there if you grab a flashlight. One thing you can do, if it's your first time, is take a Sharpie, if I can find one. But you can always just put a T on the top one and a B on the bottom one. That is the terrible B. And then they're labeled so you won't forget. And then now you can just slide this out of the way, unplug them. There, this screw, right there. There's a screw right there, and then a matching one on the other side. I think this is the number 2. That one, and I'm going to grab the other one on the other side. Right towards the front, just below where the ink comes through. Same thing. Now this is the trick of all tricks, is the ink is going through the top. So what I usually do is, you've got to feed these ribbon cables through it. That's why you had to unplug them first. Be careful with them. Try and avoid as much as you can, which is very difficult, to get your fingers on the actual contact points. And then you can lift this up, and I just kind of guide it over through the ink. Not sure how much of that you can see, but I just kind of guide this over. And I just kind of leave it attached if I can. If you want to disconnect all your inks and pull all your cartridges, you could do that. And I just kind of leave it off to the side as much as possible. And then now, you are in.